So filmmaking is clearly in the Scott DNA, and I imagine you must have spent quite a bit of time on sets growing up. I just imagine if there was a particular moment where you thought, I'd like to work in this industry.
Well, there were a few, and you know what? I'll tell you something that not a lot of people know. My experience growing up basically, gave me some access and some experiences that, I guess aren't the norm. And so one of my first ones was I was put into Alien with my brother, and we were given 2/3 size scale spacesuits and asked to walk across this planet surface at Shepperton Studios to make the set look bigger. I was 9 years old. And for me, that was like, wow, this is magic. I didn't know what the hell was going on. But there I was, spent my summer vacation working hard. So that was the first one. And then another one stands out to me. And I'm talking more about my, more sort of the younger days when I was able to work in the underage, I might add. I think I was 14, working in the Blade Runner cutting rooms in Elstree Studios, maybe, with the great editor Terry Rawlins. And I was only winding film with a white glove and making tea and coffee and cataloguing slabs of film. But I was watching that movie come alive and never seen anything like it. I hadn't been to the set because it was in the States. But just remember watching the opening sequence of that and being absolutely transfixed. Wow, that was amazing. And then obviously these little frames would come up saying scene missing because they hadn't done the optical illusion yet. They hadn't done the opticals yet. So that was really enchanting and was probably the defining moment for me.
I love those opening aerial shots of Morgan.
Oh, okay.
And you work with Mark Patton, who you work with on Exodus. What were your kind of guiding principles for him on Morgan?
We do a beautiful, just beauty, just, move quickly, but give me good stuff, and we devised a couple of things, a style, I suppose. We looked at Gone Girl, which is a beautiful movie and really terrific, one of my favorites, actually. I love the look of that. But also we looked at how the camera moved. And Morgan, I don't know if you noticed that the first half of it, the camera doesn't really move. And then in the second half, it really moves. And that was by design. It was to kind of lull the audience, I suppose, the viewer, into a kind of like, what's going on here? Nothing's really happening. And suddenly, it never stops for 45 minutes. So that was a kind of, I think, a brave move, which I think works. It's a successful decision, I think.
And Ridley Scott, of course, is a producer on the film. Would we be barking up the wrong tree to think there was any kind of link between the corporation, the company here, and Blade Runner or Alien?
No. Well, yes, there's probably some similarity of Weyland-Yutani or whatever. There is always there's always a bad corporation, right? So yes, there was some sort of affinity to that. Yes.
Luke Scott, thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys.
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey You Guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.
Hey!